But if we, as soon as you hit 30, that's it.
Yeah.
I must be looked after now.
When you're 17, like, you bring your own drink, and you like fight to the death to stop other people from stealing it. That's the level of
rabid dogs.
Yeah, you're literally carrying a crate around with you the entire night.
Warm.
Yeah, you can't risk the fridge, mate.
No way.
That's
Dangerous.
That's too easy.
The Wild West of the fridge.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Please do. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to need my phone for this. But I was driving the other day and I was listening to a film podcast,
Sweet.
called For Your Reconsideration. And they were actually talking about a different film, but one of them was talking about what they'd been watching recently. And they said it'd been 50 years since On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now, you guys are Bond fans, right? And you've spoken about it on the pod and stuff. And I'm not really... not that I'm not a fan, but I'm not educated in the ways of Bond. So one of them said, if Irma Bunt, is that a character in it? If her machine gun hadn't jammed, then it would have been James and Tracy Bond's golden wedding anniversary, which then got them talking about, would James Bond ever have made it to 50 years of marriage? Which then got them talking to which James Bonds would have. Yeah. And they went into a big debate about it. So I was intrigued.
Oh, wow.
You guys know your Bonds. Out of those Bonds, which ones, when the film ends, do they stick with that relationship and they don't cheat? For the next 50 years, they've got a lovely family home and maybe, they have kids or whatever. And which ones are just little rascals?
I think I know the answer to that.
Wow.
I have an instinctual answer straight away.
Go for it. Go with your gut.
It's Daniel.
He would be
100%.
Yeah,
he's absolute wetbag with women.
Wetbag.
No, that's a bit much. But I love Casino Royale, and I do like a lot of the. Actually, no, I don't like most of them, to be honest. But all of the films are about how much he loved Vesper.
Vesper, yeah,
and
for sure.
Like he's just chasing after her and like getting revenge for her and all this thing. So. Assuming that she didn't have the whole thing with a Canadian agent,
but you think if they'd have stayed together, if she hadn't have died and drowned, that he wouldn't have strayed. He'd have been.
Yeah, I think he would have been.
Yeah,
personally. That's just my gut.
Especially nowadays as well.
Yeah,
you can't have if you're a hero, you've got to be squeaky clean, right? Whereas back in the day, you could have a hero that was flawed to the nth degree. Sometimes.
100%.
I mean, let's be honest. Connery, he's no chance.
They said much the same.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Roger, probably no chance either, but would be very charming about it.
Yeah,
very sweet.
They wouldn't feel bad about it.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like Joey's parents in Friends, where they both know what's going on, but it works for both of them because they're still members of the same country club. And they don't want to, annoy the other members.
They said, I can't remember the exact sentence, but it was words to the effect of Roger Moore can't be trusted with a pineapple at breakfast or something like that. So you guys are giving him more more faith than they have.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
I think I think Dalton would probably stick to it.
Yeah, that's a good shout actually.
He would probably just put up with it and, until the end of time.
Yeah.
Lazenby?
He'd run off straight away. Kind of like he did with Bond. I've never forgiven him.
They said Lazenby would, not in real life. Apparently, he was quite a fiend.
Yeah,
but as Bond, they were pretty convinced he'd be.
Wow, okay.
He gets married in it.
Yeah, true.
In that one, in the only one he did.
Yeah.
He must. Well, maybe who knows? The thing is, we didn't get enough source material to make an educated guess on that.
Yeah,
it's his fault.
Not enough stats to make a decision.
Brosnan would not, in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
He wouldn't. He'd struggle massively, I think.
I'm trying to remember Brosnan in it. I've seen GoldenEye. I saw the one after GoldenEye.
He's be careful with the next words coming
out. Oh no, I know you're. I know. I've listened enough to know that. It's not worth it.
Sure.
I think Brosnan would be a bit cheeky.
We'll put Brosnan on after the. Once the football's finished, I guess we'll put the real
get to the manly stuff.
Mate, that's a great question.
For what it's worth, they thought Craig would blow up any woman he was with. He'd end up kind of shooting her or something.
Right,
well, his incompetence Yeah, as a 007. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, actually, good shout.
Interesting.
Can't shoot straight, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, but to be fair, he was good until he was stung by Vesper.
Yeah, true.
Right? So in theory, he was good. He fancied her. He was
great in that first one.
That first one,
Casino
was
Royale.
So good. My God, it's so good. And Eva Green.
Yeah,
it's not hard to fall for her, I guess.
How did she know to go to the car when he got into the car and he was trying to restart his heart and whatnot? And he was on the phone. How did she know to rock up and also then open the door and know exactly what she was doing?
She was right behind him. She knew something was wrong when he walked away from the table.
Because he grabbed the salt, didn't he?
Grabbed the salt, and he obviously was like.
He took
sweating.
a knife as well.
And then she went. This is what I think. She went to the bathroom door, heard him thrown up in the sink.
Yeah.
And then he left, didn't notice her there, and I reckon for a long time she was kind of like following him out to his car, and maybe just lost him in the car park.
Yeah,
that's how I see it.
Yeah, that's
nice.
good.
I don't think she was like, "Where's James? Oh, I'll go to his parked car."
Just in case he needs his heart.
And I do know where it is parked as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'll forgive him that.
Also, I'll bring my defibrillator handbook so I know where to plug stuff in. You know.
Amazing.
These are the kind of questions we don't ask.
No, just trust it. Fine. Just the same way that he just trusted that there was no steel beam in that bit of like plywood that he ran through. He just goes straight through.
Oh man,
that's a great question. I don't think Bond could ever be a one. You know, I get all my source material from the books as well, so I'm like, there's no way that he would ever. Something would go wrong, or someone would kill her, or he would accidentally kill her, or something like that. It's never going to be happily ever after. For
Presumably,
Bond.
he'd have to stop his job as well, right? Like,
well, he does. At the end of Casino Royale, he's like handing in his notice, isn't he?
Right.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. In the books as well, he's like,
Is that the last book?
a few different. No, first.
Oh, wow.
Very first, yeah. At several points within the series, he's like drafting a letter of resignation.
Yeah.
And he's like...
He hands it in a couple of times and then just doesn't accept it.
No, I didn't get that. I didn't see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the last one I read, actually, or listened to, actually, but... Yeah, he's really annoyed because he wanted to get put on a mission and M didn't want him to. Didn't want to do it. So he just gives him a letter of resignation.
Sounds a bit flaky.
Yeah.
Well, he does it. It's just like a power move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just like, listen, I'm going to do what I want or I'm going to quit. And he's so good.
Shoot you.
Yeah. We're not quite as powerful as that, I guess, but it's...
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the one thing from the books that was like a massive moment that I don't think they've ever tried to recreate is the start of Man with the Golden Gun, where Bond has been brainwashed by the Russians, and he comes back to... They think they've lost him, comes back to London, and tries to kill M. Tries to shoot him.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't actually done Golden Gun book yet.
Oh, sorry.
So, thanks a lot.
It happens right at the start.
Yeah,
it's like, but he's kind of brainwashed. You know, when he falls off the ship in the Japanese one, and he's kind of like does a bit of a Jason Bourne basically, and like loses his mind.
Right.
And then he comes back and tries to kill M basically, and they have to like slap him out of it basically.
And then they just take him out as well.
Basically,
he's back.
They just give him a shake and say, "Goddamn communists!" And he like goes, "Oh God, sorry, what was I doing? Yeah, send me out on a mission."
I love it.
So I don't think they've ever tried to do that, have they?
No.
He's never like been brainwashed or like tried to kill his boss or anything.
Which is weird because there's been so many films without books that they've made. Yeah. And there's so much stuff they missed out on.
Yeah.
Like, I always think that one of the best James Bonds that I think we both agree, Die Another Day, the storyline of that is basically is very similar to Moonraker, the book.
Yeah, which is one of the greatest.
Which is such a good book.
Yeah.
But where you've got this agent in the book, it's a Nazi, but in Die Another Day, it's a North Korean, and he goes through some horrible explosion, and then basically gets reconstruction surgery to become an English. Or he's still German in the book, but people don't realise he was this like horrible Nazi mastermind basically in the book, and he's got this plan to destroy the UK effectively. And obviously in Die Another Day he's got this space laser, which anyway it doesn't matter. We should watch that. Have you watched that one?
No.
Oh my god, mate!
Don't bother.
That's next on the list.
Is that Brosnan?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, the last Brosnan.
Hang on, where does that fall after GoldenEye? What's the one after GoldenEye?
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that. I'm not.
That's the Media Mogul one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where he's on the bike in Beijing.
Yeah.
And then after that is World Is Not Enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With the oil pipeline.
Yeah.
And then you've got North Korean Crazy
Die
Days.
Day.
Brosnan's last.
Yeah.
Last magnum opus, some call it.
Who decides when the actor's done? Because it's a different director each time, right? Is it the estate? Do they just go like, "Cool, this guy's had enough"?
I think it's a bit of everything. Yeah, each one's been different. Sometimes it's been the actor that's left. Sometimes there's been like legal things. Like Dalton was Dalton was gonna do Goldeneye, mate. But then there was going to be a few, yeah. And there was just a massive legal dispute. So there was like 5 years elapsed since the last film, and he was like, "See ya."
Wow, yeah.
I'm not hanging about, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like, Roger, you're just too damn old. You're 70. You can't do another Bond.
I did see a little bit of a Roger Moore one. I couldn't tell you the title, but
was he looking really old?
it was really offensive. Yeah, it was like it was young. It was quite a young woman, and him like working the charm and her not being repulsed.
Yeah,
and it really didn't add up on screen. And he was really old.
Definitely View to a
Kill.
Kill.
She was really seduced, and it was like, oh, this.
That's the one where he just walks up to the woman and says, "I'm English, you know."
Right.
And she just like literally clothes just melt away. Oh man, this is great. This is great. I think it's time though.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's time we did a pub quiz.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Oh, potential penalty check. Sorry.
Oh,
here we go.
Here we go.
I'm so sorry.
No, disappointed.
No.
Listen, no. Sorry.
All good. So what's the score at the moment?
Still 1-0.
1-0.
1-0. How many minutes in are we now?
We are 7 minutes into the second half.
Sweet. Plenty of time. Yeah, plenty of time. All good.
There we go.
Okay, so pub quiz time. Here we go. This is just general knowledge. I've not seen this before. What year did the Titanic sink in the Atlantic Ocean on 15th of April?
I know it's 15th of April because that's my birthday, the same day as Titanic sinking, Hillsborough disaster, and about 4 other
massive catastrophes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
42? I don't know.
No, it's got to be before then, surely. Because that was smack in the war.
Yeah, no, because they were actually using if I remember rightly, they were using the Titanic cruiser lines in World War One as like auxiliary like troop ships.
Right.
Not the Titanic, but her like sister ships.
Ah.
So it would have been
in World War One.
Yeah, so it would have been early 1900s.
I was going to go 1907.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm... Don't care. Hopefully that's not a clang I've just dropped, but I'm pretty sure when I read that book that one time...
You did spend a whole year reading one big book about ships, so I'll trust you. Let's go 1907.
All right.
Give or take. What is the title of the first ever Carry On film made and released in 1958?
Oh, it's black and white, isn't it, I think?
Yeah. Carry On...
Which one's it not? Camping. That's not black and white.
It's not Up the Khyber.
No.
Carry On... Nursing?
Definitely not. That's
almost 70s, isn't it? Yeah.
And in proper colour.
Carry On.
Man, those films are sick.
I need to rewatch them.
So bad and grey at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. I've got no idea.
No. Any idea?
No. The only Carry On I know is...
Oh! Who was it? Cavani. Yeah.
If it's not ruled offside. It looked a bit offside to me, but we shall see.
Don't say it. Say it's real.
Could be 1-1.
The only Carry On film I've heard of is Camping.
Right.
Oh, okay.
As in, I know, it's a big franchise, so I just don't know.
Yeah.
Should we just pick a random
word?
Verb?
Yeah. Dreaming?
Carry on dreaming. Yeah, fine.
Nice. Great stuff. Sounds suitably tame for 58 as well, doesn't it? Okay. What is the name of the biggest technology company in South Korea?
South Korea, Samsung?
I mean,
I'm
Who's
going to trust you. Japan's Yamaha, isn't it?
Yeah. Technology, Samsung. Makes sense to me. Yeah. Shall we do it?
Let's go for it. The only one I know for sure, and I'm pretty certain they're South Korea, not Japan.
Sweet.